what I want to do is to put in context the work that we are undertaking today, and then also to explain what are we looking for and how we will use the contribution from this group. For me, I will make this presentation, but in particularly, I am very interested to hear the exchanges today. So now I will try to share my screen. Before it worked very well. I hope now it will be the case as well. So if you can just confirm that it's fine.
Yes, try to make it big, full screen.
Yes, I click already, but okay, I don't know. Now it's okay?
Now, yes, perfect. Yes, no black box. Fantastic. Thank you, Maria.
Okay, you're welcome. So basically, in this page, it is where we have all the documents from the Commission. For sure, you are aware of this website, but I think it is important for you to keep this link, because this is where we will include also the further information about the implementation, etc. So as it was mentioned, we adopted this communication in June, some months ago, but now we are in the most important part, which is, of course, the implementation of the different actions that we put forward. So as you all know very well, we put forward this vision and share goals that were based on the outcome of a wide public consultation, including these workshops that ENRD facilitated through this workshop package. And basically, we have these 4 blocks that are looking for stronger rural areas, connected rural areas, resilient and prosperous. And we are looking into the future. So these are goals are for 2040. And for this, we identified 9 flagships, also grouped according to these 4 blocks, and 15 accompanying actions. And the first one is the Rural Revitalization Platform. So for the rural revitalization, we have this ENRD thematic group that will contribute to the platform that we will put forward later. So as it was already mentioned, we want today to identify and understand the key enabling conditions and priorities. And then I suppose this is going to be further developed in the second meeting to receive some ideas and recommendations to help the Commission to shape this future revitalization platform that we plan to come to life in 2022, 2023. Before starting on the rural revitalization, I think it is important also to have a look at the different rural areas that we have, because of course they have completely different challenges and opportunities. Some could be common, but some others not. So just looking at the wider picture, you know this figure of 83% of land, 30% of population that shows this demographic challenge already. But looking at the rural areas, we have more or less 2 blocks. Those which are remote, which is more or less half of them, and those which are close to cities. And then also we have the small towns and suburbs, which also half and half. Some are close to cities and some are remote. And this, of course, needs different approaches, different strategies, etc. These are numbers, but I think it is nicer to look at pictures. So I try to put some pictures of Belgium, Bulgaria, Spain, Hungary. These areas, they are very different. And the one that you have on the top, it's a Belgium rural area, not far away from Brussels. So basically, in 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you have access to a main hospital, etc. On the bottom, you have this Bulgarian area that has been heavily affected by depopulation. In the center, you have a rural area in Spain, which is in the mountains, and that has a completely different population in the summer and in the winter. And in the right, you have one area in the south of Hungary, based on agriculture, that has developed very, very much in recent years. All these areas have people behind that are affected by challenges, but also, of course, that can benefit from all the opportunities put ahead. Again, some numbers or some colors. And this is the situation of the population growth in the last years. And those areas that appear in red are those that have lost population in red and orange. And according to the communication of the Commission, we would like to support predominantly the rural areas which are affected by population loss, aging, a lack of economic opportunities. So this should be the priority. Of course, other areas are not excluded, but these are the ones that has to be addressed in the first place. I thought that it was useful to try to discuss through an example. So I was thinking about these three nice kids that you have seen probably in previous presentations. And as an example, if we ask them to cross the mountains, so for crossing the mountains, what do they need? What are these enabling factors that we are looking to develop today? So, of course, in order to cross, they need bridges, they need roads in good condition, they need good boats. Then you see that they have a backpack. So what to put in this backpack to get there? Of course, you have to see what are the key elements: water, some food, a map. I'm a mother, and when my kids go on excursion, I used to put too many things. But if we have to select really those which are priority, what should be those? And then the last element, actions. What do they need to do in order to be fit to cross the mountains? So they need to have a rest every hour. They need to be trained on orientation. They need to know what is the direction that they need to follow. So this is what we are looking for in the thematic group today. Look into rural revitalization. What are those bridges that we need to put for the rural areas to revitalize? What are these enabling factors? What should they put in the backpack? What are the priorities? And then what are those actions necessary? What are these trainings that they need to follow? Now, a little word about the Rural Pact, because I heard that you are very much interested on that. As you could see in the communication, we announced that we will launch a Rural Pact, which is basically a framework for interaction between the different levels: European, national, regional, and local. So basically, we want to work all together and also link with the Committee of the Regions and the networks to try to see how together we can work towards the better situation for our rural areas. And basically, this Rural Pact, we plan to launch it in December. I can tell you that it's going to be a letter to be published in the coming days. And then we need, of course, to do some preparatory steps. But then we are planning to organize an event for launching it that very likely will take place in June 2022 under the French presidency. And then together to see how the different levels could contribute, sit together and advance towards the shared goals of 2040. So that's all from my side. I look forward for a good discussion today, and thank you already in advance for your contribution. Thanks.